So Andrew, what if you've actually fallen and you can't get up? Do you know if you have a safety net available to you that would at least help you maintain a semblance of your quality of lifestyle? Well, if not, this video was created for you because today we're going to talk about Social Security disability, and we're going to let you know if and how you may qualify for this benefit. Hi, my name is Carson, President and CEO of the Retirement Education Center.
And my name is Andrea, Director of Operations at the Retirement Education Center. And our goal for making these educational videos is to make the difficult and stressful process of retirement income planning simple.
Absolutely, and we do this by incorporating a team of expert advisors ranging from certified financial analysts, certified financial planners, estate attorneys, insurance advisors, and other needed professionals that's going to let our clients know when, where, and how to take money from their retirement savings.
For specialized strategies on how to maximize your retirement income, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload new videos.
So Andrea, Social Security is much more than just a retirement program. As a matter of fact, out of the 65 million Americans who are receiving a Social Security benefits, about 8.3 million of those benefits paid are from Social Security disability. And that represents about 15% of all benefits paid. As a matter of fact, and I'm sure many people out there tuning into this video today may not even be aware of this alarming statistic. A 21-year-old person starting their career today, Andrew, has a 1 in 3 chance of either dying or qualifying for Social Security disability. And of course, those numbers only increase as we get older. So Andrew, it's very important that we understand just how big of a role that Social Security disability can play as a major safety net for millions of Americans. And so that's what we're going to cover today in our video. But before we get into that, there are always 2 rules to retirement income that we like to give you. Andrew, what are those 2 rules?
Well, rule number 1 is to never run out of money, and rule number 2 is to never forget rule number 1.
So let's go ahead and talk about how you might qualify for Social Security disability and how that can play a major role in making sure that you can maintain your quality of life if the unforeseen were to happen. So let's go ahead and talk about Social Security disability benefits for 2021. So when it comes to your Social Security disability benefits, it's going to be for people who are unable to work or perform what is known as substantial gainful activity. Now, that amount for 2021 has gone up since 2020. So the maximum amount that you can receive if you become disabled in 2021, if you are a non-blind individual, is $1,310 per month. And if you are blind, you can receive a maximum of $2,190 a month. Now, they do have this thing known as a trial work period, which you can actually earn now in 2021 up to $940 a month. You can work on a job earning at least that much and still receive this benefit for at least 9 months. And then they're going to come in, they're going to evaluate your situation and see if you should still continue to receive a disability benefit or you're still able to work. So when we're talking about now becoming eligible for Social Security disability, there are some requirements that you must meet in order to get Social Security disability. For one, you have to be under your full retirement age, which is currently age 66 to age 67, depending on when you were born. Because at your full retirement age, what the Social Security Administration is going to do is that they're going to switch you from your Social Security disability and automatically just switch that to your regular retirement Social Security income that you would have received if you had been able to receive that benefit at your full retirement age. But so you have to be under your full retirement age in order to even get a Social Security disability check. So when it comes to defining what that disability is, as I mentioned before, you must not be able to engage in any substantial gainful activity because of a medical determination of any physical or mental impairments as well. So it's important to understand that, physical or mental impairment. Also, that disability must be expected to last at least 12 months or more, or even lead to death. And as always, you must file an application in order to receive a benefit. No matter if it's your Social Security benefits or your Social Security disability benefits, you still have to file an application in order to alert them that you are filing for a Social Security disability. Also, it's a little bit different than your regular Social Security benefits. there is a 5-month waiting period before you actually receive your Social Security disability check. So if you filed for your benefits in January and you were eligible to receive that benefit come February, you won't actually receive a check until July of this year. So remember that it's a 5-month waiting period for that disability payment. So when it comes to the amount of payment that you're going to be receiving from your Social Security benefits, they're always going to give you a benefit of what your expected PIA would have been at your full retirement age. For instance, you become disabled at 40, and according to your work history, you were expected at that time to receive a benefit of $1,200. Well, if you become disabled, your Social Security disability check is going to be for $1,200 as well. Now, when it does come to Social Security disability, there is a really unique requirement here known as a work connection. Basically, you would have had to have worked at least 20 quarters of coverage in the 40-quarter period before becoming disabled. What does that mean? That means you must have had to work at least 5 out of the last 10 years in order to qualify for Social Security disability. So let's give an example of really how this may play out. So let's say Mrs. I don't know, she was working from age 25 to 35 for 10 years. So she's qualified for Social Security, her regular Social Security benefit. So at her full retirement age, or at age 62, if she wishes to file early, she's now in the club. She can receive a Social Security benefit, and she can, quite frankly, receive a disability benefit if she were to become disabled right now at the age of 35. But let's say she worked to age 35 and decide to go and have a child, and she cared for that child and entered the workforce again at age 40. And then, unfortunately, she becomes disabled at age 43. At that time, she will not qualify for Social Security disability because she has not worked 5 out of the last 10 years in order to qualify for that benefit. That can really trick many people up if they don't understand that work connection. So when it comes to the application process, it's relatively simple. You can call the 1-800 number here that's listed on the screen, and you can make an appointment. Of course, with COVID going on, you can't walk into a Social Security office at the moment, but you can check your local offices and see if they're open. I know they've been closed since COVID, but you can simply just call the 1-800 number and make an appointment. They are going to have you, of course, complete a disability benefit application. You can provide medical evidence, but it's actually not required for you to do so. But you will need to complete a disability report. Now, when it comes to filing a disability report, you will have to put on there your date of onset, which is the last day that you were able to work and earn any type of substantial earnings from your particular line of work. Also, you're going to want to put the name and addresses and dates and visits to hospitals, doctors, clinics, etc. You want to put that on your application, and you want to list all of your conditions. This part is really important to note. So you may have backaches, you may have diabetes, you may have mental anguish. Now, under backaches alone, you may not qualify for Social Security disability. You may not. But if you go ahead and list the other things that are part of your disability application, such as you also have diabetes and you also have some mental anguish because you can't completely do the line of work that you were used to doing and earning the type of income you were used to earning, you should put that on your application, which will possibly increase your chances of qualifying for Social Security disability. Now, one other side of Social Security benefits is that it may not last forever. Now, of course, it could until you reach your full retirement age and start receiving your own benefits. But the benefits could also be terminated depending on what the review process may find out. So they do have this medical continuing disability review that, or of course known as CDRs, that you really have to pay attention to because there's been some anxiety to this because they've added an element to this continuation disability review. But they're basically before 2021, there were only 3 elements that they will look at. They will look at your medical improvement expected, which in that case, the Social Security Administration will determine that a medical improvement is expected. And if they do expect that, they're going to review your disability situation every 6 to 18 months. And then they also have another condition known as medical improvement possible. And if your medical improvement is possible, the Social Security Administration will schedule reviews every 3 years under those conditions. And then, of course, the third condition is medical improvement not expected. So if they determine that you have a medical condition that you're not expected to recover from, they're basically going to review that situation every 5 to 7 years, but it won't be any more than that. But they did add a different element to this process. And so this is known as a medical improvement likely. And so this category is going to include any type of impairments that the Social Security Administration believes that typically would not result in like a permanent or irreversible disability or any type of irreversible structural damages to your body. And you would be able to improve if you got the proper treatment. Under this category, they're going to look at reviewing your process perhaps every 2 years. Now, they are looking at maybe supplementing this with the medical improvement possible because it falls in line with that. But that is causing people to have some anxiety because now we're decreasing the time frame of actually having that review, and that always leads to some anxiety, of course. But of course, if new evidence is found, your benefits could be terminated. Also, if there are reports from the public, maybe a nosy neighbor or a jealous friend that knows that you're earning some money under the table and you're also receiving a Social Security disability benefit, if they report that and they investigate that and find out that is the case, your benefits could be terminated. So you must be very careful of who you talk to and who you tell your business to, because of course you don't want to say too much to too many people and end up losing your benefits because you're basically telling everything about what's going on with your own personal situation.
To learn more about our services and how we can help you to increase your chances of not outliving your retirement savings, make sure to click on the link in the description below and sign up for our free Maximizing Your Retirement Income Masterclass. After this video, check out the other videos that we've created that will give you tips on how to maximize your retirement income. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share it with a friend. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you have questions,
we have answers.